Hey there, all you dreadful dolls. Welcome back. I'm Lindsay, and welcome to Dreadfully Dainty Dips, where we do things nail related like DIY nails, nail product reviews, and movie music and Manny Mondays. If you like what you see, please show me some love with a like and subscribe. Alright, so today we have a nail tutorial. I'm going to be doing Dipomania colors today. We have Primordial, which is a very pretty dark green. And we have Nekkid, which is a nude. And I found this really cute picture on Pinterest of this little Christmas Manny. So let's dip into the video. Okay, so I usually begin with stirring my powders just to get everything kind of mixed up. Sometimes the powders can settle in storage, so you just want to give them a quick stir. And we have, the Dipomania liquids. These are a new launch, and I'm excited to try them. Okay, so we're going to do Primordial on the thumb, pointer finger, and the pinky. So if you notice when I have longer nails on, I will try to build up my apex by doing a strip down the center of the nail, almost to the cuticle, but on all the way. And then let's get that little dust off, and let's go in and kind of widen that strip each time that we dip. And we will do this a total of 3 times. So far this base is really nice. It's not really too thick or too runny. I don't find that I have a flooding issue, and the odor is very, very minimal. Remember to dust off between each dip. And don't forget, when you get close to the cuticle, you want to put the majority of the liquid from the brush right out of the bottle towards the free edge of your nail, and then push back into the cuticle to avoid flooding. And don't forget to scrape those cuticles. Did you have a good Thanksgiving? If you celebrate Thanksgiving, let me know. Mine was wonderful. You can't beat a good family time and a good full belly. And then we took our kiddos to go see some Christmas lights and then headed home to digest and have seconds. Nice. Look at that apex. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so I lied. I'm going back in with a 4th coat. I guess I wanted it more opaque by my cuticle area. That's okay. But you want to try to keep it at 3 to 4, layers of dip. That way your activator has, a chance to go through all of those layers. Scrapey, scrapey. And of course I have sped up this video, but please do take your time. All right, moving right along. Okay, so let's clean up our area a little bit, and then we will get on to our next designs. Wow, you guys, so as I'm filming this, it's December 1st. Can y'all believe it's December? Where in the world did the year go? Do you feel like time is flying by? Let me know. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and activate the pinky, pointer finger, and the thumb, just to kind of let them, soak in and get all hardened up and do its thing. Okay, so let's start with our middle finger. Let's do the design on that. So it was kind of like a 3/4 of the nude, and we will do a few layers of that, and I'm just freehanding it. If you don't feel confident enough to freehand it, please do. You can use washi tape or any kind of, not really like a sticky tape. A lot of people will use painter's tape as well. And you just lay that down your finger and that'll make the perfect line for you. So we're going to do this in a couple layers like we did the green, the primordial. And we will go back in and lay the third of the nail with primordial like the picture. Okay, so you'll see me go in and kind of straighten up that line. And that's okay, even though we haven't activated, just be really gentle. Okay, and so now we're going to carefully do the layer or the side that is primordial. And here I'm just wiping off the most of the liquid that I can so that I can get the tip of that brush really precise down the side of my nail without flooding the edges and my cuticle area. And we're going to build up the primordial to be even with Nekkid, that nude color. Please, again, take your time. I know this is sped up, but it'll look really good in the end if you just take your time. Okay, so we're moving on to the ring finger, and now I have decided to bust out the tape I was telling you about. I felt the need to use the tape on this one because I just couldn't figure out a way to do the different colored stripes without it being too messy. So never be afraid. Break out that tape. Any kind of tape will do, just something from the hardware section in your local grocery store or Walmart will do, or even your craft section like some washi tape. Cut it to how you want it. So I cut it into strips that I thought would kind of match the picture that I had picked out. And then we are going to start with the green, the primordial. Oh, you guys, I forgot to ask about Black Friday. Did you Black Friday shop? What'd you get? Let me know down below. I got a few cool things, and you'll have to wait until the next video to see my Black Friday 2021 haul. I can't wait to show you guys. Okay, we will do this a couple times to build up the layers. And if you notice where the blue, where the tape is, that is where I'm going to lay the Nekkid, the nude color. And carefully peel off the tape after you've done your layers. Just take your time and give that a dust off. And then you can kind of go back in if if your lines aren't too straight or if they've kind of bled underneath your tape on accident. Go back in there with your hand file and straighten up those lines. Do what you need to. Just be gentle to achieve, the design that you're going for. Okay, so I've built up those layers. I am not going to activate because I still need to lay down this Nekkid nude color. So again, I'm going to, brush off as much liquid as I can and make the tip of my brush really skinny so I can get in those lines with that nude color. And again, we will build this up to equal the layers of the Primordial green. Okay, and I decided to go ahead and activate my middle finger just to kind of get that going and doing its thing while we continue to work on our stripes. Okay, so we're going to clean that up and then we will go ahead and activate. I apologize if you can hear my kiddos. They are home during the day. We homeschool. Sometimes I just can't help them being in the background. Okay, so I am getting out my Triple D fine lining like nail art brushes. I love these because our ring finger and our middle finger have kind of like a sweater nail design. We are going to use this to lay down our clear gel polish and our white gel polish for our designs. Okay, so if you notice, usually you would do the dip process and you would dip all your nails, you would activate, file, then activate again. Well, now we're going to move on to using gel, so we don't need to do that second activation step. So here I'm going to lightly buff all of the nails, give them a filing, and then we're just going to move straight into gel so that way the gel will have something to adhere to a little bit better. Okay, and that black one was a BT Art Box buffer, and then now I'm using Sally's Beauty Secret nail file. I love these because they are like really hard. I just don't like flimsy nail files. So I really find that these are the best. I will usually use a 100 and 180 grit. And you just want to make sure that while you're filing, you file your sides. Make sure you're rounding those sides off because you want to keep that nice curved apex. So if you file just down the center of your nail alone, you're going to flatten it. So I try to, remember to go equally down both of the sides of my nails on my sidewalls, and then I will straighten up my, my free edge and the edges, the sidewall edges of my nail, to bring back my shape after all the dipping. Okay, so after I have roughly filed the sides of my nails, my free edge, kind of buffed the nail a little bit, I go in there with my nail drill. Oh, excuse me. And this is where I will work on my cuticle area. Now you want to go, you want to use a finer grit like sanding band, or here I found this bit on Amazon. I really like it. It doesn't take off too much of the dip powder, but you want to go really easy and really slow. If you don't really feel confident in using a nail drill, that's okay. You can hand file this. Okay, so after we're done with the e-file, now it's time to go in with some artwork. So I have poured out, oh, and my camera had died, so this is actually the next day. And I'm just letting you know that I did go ahead and gel top coat my pinky finger and my thumb. And I matte top coated the ring finger, the middle finger, and the pointer finger. So if you notice on my little palette, I have taken some of the gel base and put a little dollop on my palette. And now we're going to work on our sweater nail. So I'm taking my Triple D fine liner nail art brush, and I mean, this looks really hard, but it's actually really simple. You want to go in one direction on one color, and then you want to change and go the opposite direction on your opposite color. So here, if you notice, you want to lay down some beads of your dip, but how would I explain it? And kind of like a teardrop, but like the teardrops are angled towards each other in the center of that color strip of nail. Does that make sense? If not, I will keep showing you the nail as we go. But here I'm just doing all the green, and I'm doing kind of like a double row of little teardrops, but I'm kind of angling the points of the teardrop in. So it kind of looks like a cable knit or like, you know, a sweater pattern. And we're going to do Primordial all first. So with the gel, you lay down your gel, and then it's almost like a sugaring effect. You're going to take your dip powder and you're going to sprinkle over that gel. You want to make sure that that gel soaks up as much as that dip powder. So if you sprinkle over, it's a little wet still, sprinkle some more. And then you want to cure. So I cured my nail, I believe for 2 minutes each time, or up to, or, you know, you just pull it out of the lamp, give it a little touch pat. Make sure that it has cured, because sometimes I've taken my nail out from just curing it, trying to, you know, cure it one time, and it wasn't set up yet. So back in the lamp you go until it feels kind of hard to touch, and then, you know, just keep going. Okay, so now we finished all of our ring finger, and I'm going to start on the middle finger. So there was like a line down that was sugared onto the nude Nekkid color, and then beside that line, to kind of like separate your green from your nude, then there was the sweater pattern. So here I'm trying to show you how I did that. It's kind of like an angled, I guess, cable knit, you know, pattern. But, you know, just go slow, take your time. Of course, I fast forwarded this, so it looks like I'm just blowing right through it, but it really did take me quite a bit longer than, you know, movie magic here on YouTube. And then just sugar over all that gel, make sure it's all soaked up, give it a cure, make sure it's fully cured, because if you go to brush off and it's not cured, you're just going to mess up your whole design. Okay, and then now I have decided to go back over what I sugared, just to kind of like, you know, raise it up a little bit more, give it more of like a 3D looking effect. And I decided to also do that with only the Nekkid color on my ring finger, because I feel like it just wasn't popping enough. So I wanted to build that up a little bit more as well. And the base that I'm using here is a 2-in-1 delicate gel from Triple D. It is a base coat and top coat gel. I have a gnarly gel allergy, come to find out the hard way. Sometimes that doesn't necessarily stop me from trying to use gel, because, you know, sometimes you just want to do some neat artwork. But I really actually do love this gel. I have not found that I've had an outbreak, you know, from an allergy while using this brand. So definitely go look it up. Triple D Delicate 2-in-1 Gel. Okay, so now we're going in with a white gel polish, and on the middle finger it was kind of like some snowflakes. And so while looking at the picture I picked off of Pinterest, that's a lot of P's, they were kind of like snowflakes, and I really thought snowflakes were going to be easier to paint than how I did it. So mine doesn't totally not look like the picture, and that's okay. You know, it's just, I guess, my own design. But wow, like, I just didn't think, you know, I was thinking, oh, snowflake is gonna be easy. Yep, nope. For me, it actually was a challenge, but that's okay. Not all snowflakes are the same, right? So we're gonna do our snowflake pattern, and then we will cure that bad boy in the lamp as well. Okay, so that's looking good. So off to cure. Okay, and so now on the pointer finger, it had a cute little deer. So I will just let y'all watch me paint this little guy. And really crazy, the deer was way easier for me to paint, surprisingly, than the snowflakes. It's kind of funny how that works out, how different, forms of artwork, you're good at one thing and, horrible at something that, you figure would be super simple. I also wanted to pop in and just say I really appreciate each and every one of you that join my videos. I really love trying to build a nail community with you guys. Nails are they're just fun and it's just a great time. So I really appreciate, y'all hanging out. And yeah, I just wanted to let you know I appreciate you. But no, it's really cool. Like, I love being able to share my nail journey with you guys as well as hearing your stories. Let me know if there's anything that, we can talk about down below in the comments. Do you like artwork? Do you do gel artwork? Do you like dipping your nails, or do you use dip powder but the gel method? I'm curious. I would love to know. Also, if you would like to keep up with my nail journey, I am at dreadfullydaintydips on Instagram, and I have a Facebook group called the Dreadfully Dainty Dippers, where we have a great time. It's super chill and laid back, and everyone gets to enjoy the many, many different forms of nails and artwork and all of the talented people. So whether you are a simple mani person with one color, I believe even the simplest of nails can be beautiful and elegant. And if you are the pro of nails, those are beautiful as well. So come hang out with us. Join the groups. I'd love to have you. I'd love to be able to communicate with you there as well. And yeah. Okay, so now we're moving on to a matte top coat. Now the ring finger and the middle finger, I'm going to leave those alone now besides the little snowflake on the middle finger. I'm going to matte top coat my pointer finger and the side of my middle finger over those snowflakes. The other ones are done. The gel has already been set. We did the matte top coat on the, underneath the sweater part of the nails. So those are done. I'm just going to leave them like that. And then our thumb and our pinky are already finished. And so, yeah, after we matte top coat, this is what it looks like. So please let me know, what do you think? I would love to see if you recreate this. Please tag me in it on Instagram and Facebook. I found this on Pinterest, so I am not the original creator of this design. I wish I could find who was, but it is so cute. I just think it's great. And this is actually my very first sweater nail set. So how'd I do? Y'all let me know. So it was a Pinterest pick. Did I nail it or did I fail it? Let me know down below. I would love to know. And again, this is my Dipomania mani. We use Primordial and Nekkid today. All right, guys. So that's a wrap. Until next time. Bye.